Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another NIKKE reaction. Today we have Ready to Go by Cosmograph and NieN, but I'm going to be listening to both versions of this. I'm going to be listening to both back to back because that's how Cosmograph uploaded them, and I figured that was the most efficient way, so I will be doing both just right back to back in the one song and then talking about it afterwards. You can thank Jay Delgin for this, and it only took me about 6 takes for me to get his name right because I kept wanting to say Day Jelgin. But anyway, a bunch of people wanted me to listen to this. They all uploaded that comment. And without further ado, we'll get to it. So let's go. Whew. Right at the gate, huh? Ooh. Let's go. As always, leave it to NieN to make some just awesome riff work. Hell yeah. Oh, this is huge. This is so large. The energy is just insanely strong right out the gate. It hasn't slowed down yet at all. And I know I've got like 7 more minutes of this, probably. Hell yeah. Let's go. God, the tone on that guitar. One of those cases where, like, the drums are so obvious and straightforward, but that makes it even better because you can really rock with it. It's very predictable, but in the best fucking way. Oh, I do really like this this tom breakdown section here. Thought it was gonna go a little faster than that, actually. So maybe not so predictable. Either that or I'm just an overplayer. Both could be true. His riff work. It's just so heavy, dude. This almost feels like early Slipknot riffs. These are some heavy riffs. I really do love this solo's tone. Whatever pedals and like tuning he was using for this. Oh man. The evolution of going up onto the crash cymbal too. Another one of those simple things to keep that energy rising even farther up. And here we go, straight in. That was a beautiful transition, just seamless right there. Now I'm excited to see what Cosmo did to it. Yes, the fuck he did. Wonder if he's gonna bring the guitars back in or if he's just going all synth. A little taste of it on the bottom, yeah. Really heavily side-chaining it too. Kind of sounds like a synth with how like washed out it is on the bottom. It's like a sub bass. I'm getting giddy. This is so fun. And the respect of leaving that solo alone. Great call. I'm just fucking, I'm like down here like air guitaring this. If you ever see me looking down, that's what it is. Ooh. Hold it back a little bit there. That was a really neat transition. It changed just enough. Kind of muted everything in there. I love the vocal samples on this too. Just evolves the song in a different way. Seriously. And we're still going. Although it feels very end game. Probably gonna end after this. Okay, one more. Well, you see me complaining. Gotta get that solo in just one more time. I really do like what he's doing with the guitars underneath. And again, really like what he does here too. Just pulls the energy back a little bit, lets some more room in there so you can kind of breathe a little. And then the fade out. Hell yeah, dude. What a combo, for real. It's official. Cosmograph is nothing without NIKKE. Obviously, I'm kidding. Cosmo did an amazing job in his own right here, but obviously I want to focus on NIKKE just for a second, because I feel like he might have done this on purpose, but a lot of that like guitar stuff in there, that like higher screechy stuff, and then having that like drum and bass kind of inspired drum track on there too, felt a lot like Eyeless by Slipknot. If you haven't heard that song, highly recommend giving it a listen. It might not be your cup of tea, but just within the first like 30 seconds of the song, you'll see what I mean. It's just mainly the intro there before the rest of the song kicks in. It is very similar to that. So if you don't know that song, go listen to it. That's a very similar thing going on, and it sounds awesome. I just almost find it hard to believe that there wouldn't be an inspiration there because it's so similar, even down to the guitar tone and the inclusion inclusion of the breakbeat in there that I'm like, hey, wait a minute. I thought it sounded kind of like Slipknot with just the tone overall, but it was also enough of his own sound that I was like, okay, it's definitely not just like a copy of Slipknot, but I would not be surprised if he was using that as sort of an influence there, especially for those guitar parts. We obviously all know and love NINE's work on the guitar. His riff game is absolutely unmatched by most people. I would actually love to hear a collaboration between NINE and Obadiah Brown Beach from the Arknights games fame. He has some insane riff work as well and has made some insane rock and metal adjacent stuff for the games, and I think that he and NINE would absolutely knock it out of the park when you get down to it. Obviously, the collaborations between NINE and Cosmograph are insanely strong in their own right, and Cosmograph proved that even more by elevating what NINE had created, making it his own, having the different samples in there. And again, what I loved about that guitar section in Cosmo's version was that he almost made the guitars, like the rhythm guitars underneath, feel like a talking synth like you would get in dubstep. It was a very like growly sort of bass, and it didn't sound as much like a guitar, and I think that's a really cool adjustment. There might have been some synth in there as well, just kind of assisting that feeling overall, but I do believe that he was just kind of resampling what those guitar parts were and reutilizing them in his own way and kind of stylizing them to fit with the rest of the song. It was a really cool approach, and I love how he did that. But both versions are honestly equally pretty impressive to me. I love Cosmo's edition with the vocals especially, but NINE's just raw skill when it gets down to the guitar. It's like, obviously Cosmo's version is awesome, but it wouldn't exist without NINE's insane guitar playing capability, and it's just, you can't help but give him that credit where it's deserved. NINE absolutely fucking rocked the house with this one, and I loved it. Every single second of this, all 8.5 minutes, I was vibing out and rocking out, and I could have gone for 5 or 10 more. I'm saying all this, of course, on the heels of almost 2 years now making these videos, listening to songs, and being very aware that sometimes songs just go on too long. There's just too much. It repeats itself too much, or it's just boring. And this was none of that. I could have listened to this forever, and that in itself is an insane praise from anyone, including me, especially since I can barely pay attention to half the stuff in my life half the time anyway. That's an insane achievement for a musician to keep my attention that long. I usually just don't get that out of songs this long, but I was still wanting more at the end of this. Usually I'm at least satiated by the end of it. I'm at least comfortable with what I had heard, and I'm happy with it, and I am, but I want more out of this, even though I just listened to 8.5 minutes of it, and that is insanely impressive. But I think I'll end things here for the video, because I know if I keep yapping and I keep getting excited, I'll just start looping over my thoughts like I usually do, and since I said plenty during the actual reaction, I think that's enough for you guys, and most of you probably aren't even still here anyway, so thank you all so very much for watching. For those especially who are still here listening, if you have any other songs you want me to listen to, please put them down in the comments below, and I will do my best to get to them as always. And of course, if you like this video and you want to follow me and support me for more in the future, because I've got a lot coming this next year especially, then you know how to follow me and support me and all that, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!